Tablet 5, the Epic of Gilgamesh. They stood at the forest's edge, gazing at the top of the cedar tree, gazing at the entrance to the forest. Where Humbaba would walk, there was a trail. The roads led straight on. The path was excellent. Then they saw the cedar mountain, the dwelling of the gods, the throne dais of Emini. Across the face of the mountain, the cedar brought forth luxurious foliage. Its shade was good, extremely pleasant. The thorn bushes were matted together. The woods were a thicket among the cedars. The boxwood. The forest was surrounded by a ravine 2 leagues long, and again for 2/3 of that distance. Suddenly the swords, and after the sheaths the axes were smeared, dagger and sword alone. Humbaba spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, "He does not come." Enlil? Enkidu spoke to Humbaba, saying, "Humbaba, one alone, strangers. A slippery path is not feared by 2 people who help each other. Thrice 3 times. A thrice-ply rope cannot be cut. The mighty lion, 2 cubs, can roll him over." Humbaba spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, "An idiot and a moron should give advice to each other. But you, Gilgamesh, why have you come to me?" "Give advice, Enkidu, you, son of a fish, who does not even know his father. To the large and small turtles which do not suck their mother's milk, when you were still young, I saw you, but did not go over to you. You, in my belly, you have brought Gilgamesh into my presence. You stand, an enemy, a stranger. Gilgamesh, throat and neck. I would feed your flesh to the screeching vulture, the eagle, and the vulture." Gilgamesh spoke to Enkidu, saying, "My friend, Humbaba's face keeps changing." Enkidu spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, "Why, my friend, are you whining so pitiably, hiding behind your whimpering? Now there, my friend, in the coppersmith's channel, again to blow the bellows for an hour, the glowing metal for an hour, to send the flood, to crack the whip. Do not snatch your feet away, do not turn your back, strike even harder. May they be expelled." Head fell, and he confronted him. The ground split open with the heels of their feet as they whirled around in circles. Mount Hermon and Lebanon split. The white clouds darkened. Death rained down on them like fog. Shamash raised up against Humbaba's mighty tempests. South wind, north wind, east wind, west wind, whistling wind, piercing wind, blizzard, bad wind, wind of Samura, demon wind, ice wind, storm, sandstorm. 13 winds rose up against him and covered Humbaba's face. He could nor but through the front and could not scramble out the back, so that Gilgamesh's weapons were in reach of Humbaba. Humbaba begged for his life, saying to Gilgamesh, "You are young yet, Gilgamesh. Your mother gave birth to you, and you are the offspring of Rimnat Ninsun. It was at the word of Shamash, Lord of the Mountain, that you were roused to this expedition. O scion of the heart of Ura King, Gilgamesh, Gilgamesh! Gilgamesh, let me go. I will dwell with you as your servant. As many trees as you command me, I will cut down for you. I will guard for you myrtle wood, wood fine enough for your palace." Enkidu addressed Gilgamesh, saying, "My friend, do not listen to Humbaba." Lines are missing. Apparently, Humbaba sees that Gilgamesh is influenced by Enkidu and moves to dissuade Enkidu. "You understand the rules of my forest, the rules. Further, you are aware of all the things so ordered by Enlil. I should have carried you up and killed you at the very entrance to the branches of my forest. I should have fed your flesh to the screeching vulture, the eagle, and the vulture. So now, Enkidu, clemency is up to you. Speak to Gilgamesh to spare my life. Enkidu addressed Gilgamesh, saying, My friend Humbaba, guardian of the cedar forest, grind up, kill, pulverize, and destroy him. Humbaba, guardian of the forest, grind up, kill, pulverize, and destroy him. Before the preeminent God Enlil hears, and the gods be filled with rage against us. Enlil is in Nippur, Shamash is in Sippar. Erect an eternal monument proclaiming how Gilgamesh killed Humbaba. When Humbaba heard, about 10 lines are missing, the forest, and denunciations have been made. But you are sitting there like a shepherd and like a hireling of his mouth. Now, Enkidu, clemency is up to you. Speak to Gilgamesh that he spare my life. Enkidu spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, My friend, Humbaba, guardian of the forest, grind up, kill, pulverize, and destroy him. Before the preeminent God Enlil hears, and the gods are full of rage at us. Enlil is in Nippur, Shamash is in Sippar. Erect an eternal monument proclaiming how Gilgamesh killed Humbaba. Humbaba heard, May he not live the longer of the two. May Enkidu not have any share more than his friend Gilgamesh. Enkidu spoke to Gilgamesh, saying, My friend, I have been talking to you, but you have not been listening to me. You have been listening to the curse of Humbaba, his friend, by his side. They pulled out his insides, including his tongue. He jumped. Abundance fell over the mountain. Abundance fell over the mountain. They cut through the cedar. When Gilgamesh cuts down the trees, Enkidu searches through the Zalu. Enkidu addressed Gilgamesh, saying, My friend, we have cut down the towering cedar whose top scrapes the sky. Make it from its a door, 72 cubits high, 24 cubits wide, 1 cubit thick. Its fixture, its lower and upper pivots will be out of one piece. Let them carry it to Nippur. The Euphrates will carry it down. Nippur will rejoice. They tied together a raft. Enkidu steered it, while Gilgamesh held the head of Humbaba.